Hello lovelies, Lesley, not quite enough distance. Normally do this, throughout the week. It's Wednesday as I'm doing this Wednesday evening. I was away the first couple of days. I'm going to talk about that a bit more tomorrow when I have more time and show you some footage that I took. But lovely time with my friends. But I've just been opening very happy mail. And I forgot to say last week, so forgive me Amanda, I won a prize on Mouses Makes podcast, a pattern prize. I'll put a picture here of the prize that I chose, the pattern, by Nicola Susan. Also, and I'll go into more details on month end, but the wonderful Moira, who last year sent me some gorgeous things, has just completely out of the blue sent me some more gorgeous things, including these fabulous mitts, which are absolutely beautiful. And there's also some braid with bright colours, because we like bright colours. Some bows, some little handmade tags, and a lovely card, and a copy, oh sorry, making noise here, of Knitting Magazine. So Moira, thank you so much. Oh, and some confectionery. So thank you so much. So kind, absolutely. Oh. And also I've just had just opened up my prize from Chevy Rail for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I've done it as a live unboxing. I suppose I should have done the live unboxing for this and then just talked about it on the podcast. Anyway, wrong way round, story of my life. But the fabulous Chevys, there are things, there was this gorgeous purple bag, and in it there was this gorgeous card, Yarned and Dangerous, from We're Into It products. This beautiful little Notions pouch, which I think is such a useful size, because I'm forever forgetting stitch markers and things like that, so I think that's a really useful. And some fibre. So this is from Flannel Cakes, and it's their Voodoo colourway, red and black, drumming colours, 80% merino, 20% flax. Feels absolutely gorgeous, and yep, colours coming up pretty accurately here. So red, black and white. I'm a very, very lucky girl, and I am feeling very fortunate. So thank you Amanda, thank you Moira, thank you Chevers. I feel in a state of abundance and very fortunate and very lucky, so thank you. Just putting everything away, and what I didn't tell you is that Moira very kindly also put in the ball band for the yarn, for the mitts, so I could see what it was and what the washing instructions are and that sort of thing. And she made them out of Sublime Cashmerino Silk DK, which is 75% extra fine merino, 20% silk and 5% cashmere. I am so spoilt. So we've arrived at our hotel for our weekend away. I'm going to do a very quick tour of the room. already made it untidy. That's my knitting over there next to my bag. Bathroom facilities. It's a very nice room. We're apparently the only people staying in the hotel tonight, which we suspected we might be. Going to have an early dinner because they don't have the kitchen open late on a Sunday evening, but that's okay. And yeah, arrived safely. The place that you've probably just seen footage of was where we stopped for a cup of tea and a sort of brunch on the way, near to a canal. That would explain the barges and the water. And that's about a mile and a bit away from here at the hotel. Very quiet rural location. We're sort of in the middle of a field, which is rather nice. And we will sit and chat and knit. These are good things. Hello lovelies, it's Friday morning. All a bit higgledy-piggledy, the podcast this week. Yes, you may not know the difference, but I do. So we had a lovely weekend, or sort of early part of this week. Sunday we travelled to our hotel, and I put in some footage already of what that's like. Monday we went to the village of Woodstock. A couple of people have asked me if I went to a music concert. I explained that was a different Woodstock in a different continent. And yes, the Woodstock in Oxfordshire is probably most famous for being where Blenheim Palace is, which is where Churchill was born. So, and this is a reference that only UK viewers will get, but oh yes. So it's to do with the TV ad. Yeah, so we didn't go to Blenheim Palace. Magnificent though I'm sure it is, I've driven past it many times. We had a look around the I don't know if it's a village or a small town, but it's very pretty. Put some footage in. Really lovely little place. That was very condescending, wasn't it? Dear little place. Yes, we intend to return. Oxfordshire is a good location for us to meet because of where the people are. And so we would happily go back to the same hotel and have another time in Woodstock, having a bit of an explore. After Woodstock, we then went to a large garden centre where we all bought glass. They're meant to, I mean, they're kind of wind chimey type things to hang in the tree. I don't do outside, as we know, so mine's hanging at the window. Next to my rainbow catcher, which was actually made for me by one of the members of our little group. So it's nice that they're together. These glass pieces, we also got one for the lady who couldn't come with us. And people got them in different colours. They had sort of a bluish one and a greenish one and like a yellow and dark red. And of course I had to get a rainbow because I love rainbows. So there we go. So that was Monday. And then Tuesday we made our way home. So it was a lovely couple of days. Really nice to kind of catch up. Awful lot of sitting around chatting. We had been told on Sunday evening that the restaurant didn't serve, basically it served lunch but not dinner. I think I've mentioned this already. So we went back to one of the rooms and did knitting and eating chocolate and drinking tea and stuff. So I have started, unravelling some yarn, I've started a sweater for my sister. I'll talk about it in the main podcast. I won't be able to give you any pattern details because it's from a women's magazine and I haven't been able to find it anywhere online where I can show you, and I don't even know which magazine it came from. But this is really all about the yarn. So this is a King Cole yarn called Fjord, and it's getting in a right old tangle here, so let me wind that up. But it automatically has these kind of stripes with what looks like colourwork in it, so sort of fake isle effect. And the sweater itself is a very straightforward crew neck, drop shoulder sweater. Nothing particularly different about it. it's all about the yarn. So yes, I did have to buy the yarn because there was no point saying, shall I do this in plain blue? Because that wasn't what was wanted. It was this yarn. So that's what we've got. So yes, I've started that. It's going to be quite a monotonous knit, I think. It is just plain. It stripes itself, but I think it's going to be a bit of a slog. I'm trying not to, it sounds like I'm kind of talking it down before I start. It will grow fairly quickly. It's a double knitting weight yarn. It's very nice yarn to work with. It's 100% acrylic, beautifully soft yarn. So it's very pleasant to work with. But I just know that it's going to get a little bit monotonous for me. So there will probably be a lot of small projects as well, little break projects. I really want to use up sort of oddments and odd bits at the moment and small quantities. So I will be making probably baby stuff for a kind of generic baby gift box. And, oh, I'm halfway through a row, that's classy. So I shall use up some of the yarns that I've got in generic baby knits so that when I hear of a baby, I can just say, a gift. So that's the theory. I think we'll do that. Or I can make things for my great niece, you know, child I actually know, which might be a nice thing to do as well. So since then, so I got back Tuesday, since then I've had a cold. I've done a couple of lateral flow tests and they're coming back negative. I've got a PCR test on its way to me just to double check that it's not the dreaded. But it definitely feels like a cold, and it was very much in the sinuses. One morning it gave me toothache, so you sort of think this is kind of here, not throat and lungs. So hopefully it is just a cold. Yeah, it's a bit of a nuisance, but nothing too dreadful. And back to work. So I had a ceremony on Wednesday. Yesterday was writing up. A ceremony this afternoon and a visit. And very much back to normal. So this weekend, Saturday, will be the Zoom call with Barbara and co. Barbara of the Flame and Fibre podcast. So that will be good fun. I'm looking forward to that. And then next week, more of the same. I don't think we've got anything planned next week until next Friday. We're eating with some friends. Yeah, so sort of quieter one coming up apart from the Zoom, but given that it was a very busy one this weekend, that's a nice thought. So yeah, lovely time. Hopefully the footage has come out and you're enjoying the scenery, and I will see you next week. Thanks ever so much. Take care, everyone, and thank you for your comments and thoughts, and look after yourselves. Keep safe. It's a horrible world out there. Please keep safe and well. Cheers. Bye-bye.